Hey folks, this is Decoherent, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2. So, at the end of last episode, we swapped around some people, and I leveled up Aleth. Yeah, so here's what he's got. Okay, and now, well, I think we've talked to everybody in here. Did we find anything yet to look around? The Upper Palace. Is that where we came from? I think so. Yes. Okay, so, let's go ahead. Sorry guys, come here. Actually, let's poke in here quick. I'm not sure I've looked at all these things. In fact, I'm pretty confident that I haven't. What do we have in here? We have someone with a name. And we have, what is this? Why can't I look at it? There we go. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Come on. Okay.
Already on it.
So I can't look at this. Okay, anyway, I'm sure it's real cool. Okay, well, let's go ahead and let's talk to a new guy here. The cartographer bites his thumbnail and mutters to himself. Okay. Sure. Good job, you. We've got birds, apparently. Nice. I guess.
Not a problem.
Sink is clean and tidy, that's nice. Someone finished off a light meal. We can go ahead and take some stuff from here. Alright, here's some cipher stuff. Alright, sounds good. Let's just take it all, that's fine. Can never go wrong with free stuff, right? And let's go check the other side. Alright, did it send us many omens? No, not really. Unless I count as an omen. Well, that's kind of cool. Look at this. Alright, so people, fine. And Granis, do you have anything interesting to say? You meet a tall, brown-haired man dressed in full-plate mail. That might not normally catch your eye, but the mail is unusual, colored a deep green and emblazoned with the image of a golden tree. Hand on the pommel of his sword, he watches the crowd go by with keen eyes, relaxed yet fully alert. He narrows his eyes when he spots you.
What do you need of me?
He looks at you warily, as if he's deciding whether you are a snake that might bite.
Well?
Hi, who are you? He's initially hesitant, uncertain of your intent. Eyes narrowed, he sizes you up and then nods. That's some pretty cool armor there you got.
I suppose it is. Are you familiar with the shield bearers of St. Elka? We are a paladin order.
I personally am not.
The order began as guards for Elka, a noblewoman emissary of Kulkin, who bartered for peace with the kingdom of Vadir.
Alright.
The order's founders were forbidden to bring weapons to the meeting, and she was attacked. With only their shields to aid them, they fought off her attackers and brought her to safety.
Hey, well done.
She later died of her wounds, and the shield bearers of St. Elka were born in her memory.
He clears his throat dramatically.
I am the son of a disgraced noble family. My father and brothers were executed for treason when I was a boy. Rightfully so, I must add. And my mother, sister, and I were thrown out on the street.
Okay.
All we had to our names was a trunk full of heirlooms. One of them was this suit of armor, which belonged to my eldest brother. Now I endeavor to live up to its promise and redeem my family's honor.
Cool.
That's the long and short of it, really.
Okay. Do you have anything useful that you could teach me as a member of the Shield Bearers?
Well, you would need to become a shield bearer yourself to really learn it all. But I suppose I can teach you a thing or two as we stand here. The privilege will run you 3,000 copper.
No, not at the moment. Thanks, friend.
As you like.
Okay. So, a trainer. And what's back here? Ragged clothing. Okay. Sure. Ooh, and another Barrett spell. Cool. Okay. Let's just make sure I've been up here. I lose track a little bit of all the names of these places we've been. It's pretty complicated. Maybe not for you, but for me playing it, which takes longer than you watching it. Oh no, I guess I haven't been up here, have I? God, I should know this by now. Yes?
Consider it done.
The belly of the great eel roared.
Oh, okay, yeah, we've been up here. Okay, good. Alright, well, let's head back out. Okay, now, I believe I've been everywhere here. Shush, I'm talking.
This why you always
Okay.
got dirt in your hair.
What?
Alright, we've got one more zone to check out.
I wonder if I took
Like, I didn't realize this city was going to be so enormous. Like, wow, you know? We've spent a surprising amount of time here. And we still have a full section to go check out, which is what I'm going to go look at really quick here. The Brass Citadel. Okay. Oh wait, have I been here? I didn't get notification.
Halt! What is your business at the Brass Citadel?
I'm just looking around.
You're the Watcher. The one who nearly caused a riot in Queensbirth.
Well, maybe.
Grand Secretary Atsura wants to meet you. His office is on the lower level of Imperial Command. Up the stairs. Once you're inside, go downstairs through the room on the right.
Okay. What about the Admiral?
Her office is at the back of Imperial Command. She is busy organizing other matters.
Oh.
But I am sure she will grant you an audience.
Alright, well done. So, if I can take a look here.
Leave. No
Aren't you
Valiant
logs?
spy
Hold on
is
just a
coming
second here.
through on
All of a
my
sudden I'm
watch.
feeling stupid.
I'm a merchant.
Journal, okay. Right. So, let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna wait on that. So, who are we talking to now? We're gonna speak to the lady at the Bronze Citadel. Okay,
Business inside.
cool.
You want to see our walls, our cannons, our powder
Can I just
house.
wander in?
You
Yes.
must think I'm an idiot. Back. You got
We'll go talk to
one
the guy in a little
right.
bit. Let's take a look around first. Okay, so we've got a gunsmith. That's pretty cool. What else we got over here? We got big cannons. Nicely done. The metal is smooth as marble and polished to a shine. Well done. Always take care of your weapons. Alright, docks. Yes, yes, yes. So far, so good. Guards. Yep, fine. This is the powder house. We'll bother you in a little bit. I don't know if we'll just be allowed to stroll right in there. There's our exit. The Fleet Master's office.
Sails unfurled
Officer's
and
lounge.
sword held high. To battle for
Let's see here. What's up here?
and rout high.
Faithfully done, Emiani.
There's less people to talk to around here than I expect.
Hands and your
The
temper.
Ranganui. And it's a commemoration
That's the
to
last
show what
time
he
I
built.
ship out with some
Oh.
soft-handed runt.
Okay,
Then did
well I
you
can't hear
Rivaro
these guys,
also
so
write their names on
we'll just come
other
back to him.
stones?
And Imperial Command. Is that it now? Imperial
Green
Command lower.
islands and blue skies.
More
The locals
cannons.
don't know how good
Looks
they have
recently
it.
polished. Okay, nicely done. And a ladder. Okay, so let's go into Imperial Command. Let's see what they have to say to me. Okay, here we are. This looks pretty. The air around this coral thrums with life-sustaining magic. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Leave it to me.
There's been several patches, by the way, and I'm still not totally clear on what's been changing here and there. Also, why are you leading the charge? Don't do that. I'm the important guy. Well, whatever. I guess you're more clever than me, so that's fine. Sabormi, huh? Who are you? A young woman with a bright, wide smile and eyes to match raises her head and gives you a quick but enthusiastic wave. Then, with an exaggerated look of embarrassment, she stops herself and crosses her forearms over her chest.
I always forget that part. Say, you're the Watcher of Cadnua, aren't you? I've never met anyone famous before.
You still haven't.
Except the Hasanui. She yells at me sometimes.
Ah. Are you always this excitable?
It's just, this is my first time away from the rough country.
Okay.
I'd heard there were thick, green forests and sandy beaches without a storm in sight, but I never imagined this. You must have traveled lots, seen all sorts of amazing places.
Sure. And I've had adventures you wouldn't believe. See the world. Travel is grand.
I sure hope to. I'd love Rauatai, but it's hard to go a week without seeing storms, or hearing about mudslides burying a village somewhere.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So why does the Admiral yell at you?
Oh, all the time.
Okay.
Where's my white leaf? Stop daydreaming. Sabormi, if you lose the ledgers again, I'll have you clean the latrines. All this time, I didn't realize she knew my name.
Okay, so you have things for sale?
I really wish I could, but my supplies are for the Royal Deadfire Company and our allies. Hasanui's orders. Maybe if you impress her or Atsura, they could make an exception.
Okay. Or I'll come back at night and steal all your stuff. That's totally possible as well, I'm just saying. That is totally a thing that has occurred on numerous occasions. But we're not going to pick a fight right now, even though I could probably go through your things while we just stand about. Okay, and what's on this side? Stuff that I probably shouldn't steal, and nothing. And back here. I like casing people's houses. Weapon master, yep, fine. You'll probably be a trainer, but I'm unwilling to spend that much money at the moment. Okay, is that it for the main floor? Alright. Let's come on in. Let's take a look at your stuff super quick, don't mind me. Okay, a game. And a plaque. Oh, cool. Okay. So, hello. The Admiral paces near her desk, looking like a shark circling the shallows. She clenches a long, elegant pipe between her teeth, the smoke trailing an acrid wake behind her. She looks up when you entered, and favors you with a brief nod of acknowledgement.
The former Lord of Cadnua, and one-time terrifier of harbor masters. If dockside tales are to be believed...
They are.
You have not brought much good news of late. So, in addition to pirates, profiteers, and slavers... the Deadfire has a vengeful god roaming its waters?
Yep, that's about right.
Just what the archipelago needs. One more disaster tugging at the seams. He must be stopped.
You're finally able to get a good look at her. She's not especially large for an Amona, but she carries her shoulders high. Her weathered face looks to have seen many storm-blown and sun-beaten days on deck, yet her eyes are sharp and keen. There's some of these words I just can't pronounce. Well... let's see here. Well, that's why I came here. See if you have anything useful to tell me. She waves a hand dismissively.
If there were help to be found at the palace, do you think Deadfire would be such a mess?
True.
The Valians won't lift a finger if it isn't to snatch a coin. And the Huana will barely do that much. No one takes charge to solve the big problems. But perhaps we could work together to our mutual benefit.
She takes the pipe in her left hand. As she does, you notice that her right is unusually still. Perhaps we could.
Look around. Deadfire's full of fertile, temperate islands. Except for Andra's mortar. It's largely free of rough weather.
So her right hand is a fine prosthetic.
Yet much of it is uninhabited. Itinerant tribes drift between some of the islands, and smugglers and slavers cluster around the rest. It's a waste. Imagine what this place could be, with well-guarded shipping routes. How many Rawatayans we could feed with plantations here.
Yep, that sounds like a worthy venture.
Glad you agree. If you're chasing the god who's stomping this place into the ground, then we have a common goal.
True.
And if you're going to survive here, then you could use an ally.
That's probably true as well.
The disaster at Hasongo remains a key concern. We rely on the port there to ship food back to Rawatai. That's on hold until you investigate. Short of that, there are other matters that demand attention.
Just dumping that on me, huh? Okay.
Atsura, our Grand Secretary, has a plan that would make use of your unusual talents.
Oh.
His office is downstairs. He can tell you more.
Alright. So, what's up with your hand? She extends her arm, holding the prosthetic toward you. It's an exquisite piece with reinforced joints in each of the fingers and a smooth, sanded finish.
It happened a year into my first command. We were chasing pirates along Rawatai's south coast, and they landed a shot right next to our magazine.
Whoops.
A lucky hit. I ran below. The fire was already spreading and making for our powder stores.
Just listen.
I smothered what I could with my uniform, pulled the rest away with my own hands.
Well, at least you got to keep one of them. She squints at you, taking a draw from her pipe.
You've got a strange sense of humor.
Yes.
There's a cost to every victory. And the win goes to those willing to make a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bet you already know a thing or two about that. And if you don't, Deadfire will teach you soon enough.
Probably. So what's the board game? Honestly, it kind of looks like Risk.
Hazatoa. Atsura and I usually have a game running. And this one's been going on for over a month and a half.
Definitely Risk.
Atsura's good at misdirection. But I've got a mind for the long game. You look like you've come with a purpose.
Alright. Thanks. Okay, well that made us all level. That's nice. Okay, let's go find the secretary. This is interesting. Let's see what type of mutual assistance that we could work in with each other. So let's see here. Do I have to go outside first? Let's see here. Well, exit. Okay. Yep, let's go down there. This will put us on the other side. I don't need allies, but it's nice to have them. Yep, here we go.
You ever
Lower
thought
level.
about changing the color of your fur?
Free
Mercury will
stuff.
stain your skin.
Fine. And sure, fine.
Born blue, eh?
You can talk about hair care later. Alright. Random guard. Things I won't steal while I'm in front of you. Don't worry, I intend to steal them.
Did you see those awful verses by the kitchen?
They weren't
Verses,
that
huh?
bad.
And what's in here? Looks like the brig.
Rhyming
Jailer,
Hazanui
guards, yep.
with kablooey?
I can't think
All
of
right,
anything
and
else
what's in
that
here?
goes with Hazanui.
Let's see here. Yes, this battleground, this battlefield model has been used for recreational purposes. Yeah, they love risk.
Criticism is easier than creation.
Let's keep looking around here. Oh, here's Atsura. As we shape coral, so shall we shape nations. Okay. Let's just talk to him. The man behind the desk regards you with attentive, unblinking eyes and a perfectly open expression. His smooth features make it hard to pinpoint his age, though the crinkles at the corner of his eyes suggest he's not especially young. He cocks his head, taking your measure. He pauses before speaking, just a little longer than seems normal. When he finally does, he crosses his forearms over his chest and gives you a slow, exquisitely courteous nod. The whole gesture is so perfectly choreographed that it seems he must have practiced it many times.
Watcher Nui, the Lord of Cadnua.
Hello. In his careful stare and the pause before he speaks, you recognize that he's studying you. Well, obviously.
I'm not one for ostentation, but your remarkable display at Queen's birth suggests that you are an individual with skills, not mere style.
That's true. I like to think that I've got plenty of both.
So I see.
Alright. He blinks for the first time since your conversation begins.
I am Atsura, Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company.
It sounds like a significant title, but he's strangely emotionless. Okay. So, what's your business here?
Rawatai has long maintained trade interests in the region.
Right.
While our homeland is rich in saltpeter, the violent climate and rocky soils make it a poor source for most other basic staples.
Right.
It's my business to look after the mainland's interests here.
Interests, huh? Do those include Luminous Adra?
That is a Valian frivolity.
Hmm.
Leave it to them to observe a substance that occurs nowhere else on Aora, and immediately set about pulverizing it for profit.
Yeah, but they'll pay for it. What would you do with it?
Nothing. We know too little about Luminous Adra to understand the consequences of ripping it out.
That's a good point.
Perhaps you can help me keep them from doing more harm.
Oh, and what might you have in mind?
The demand for Luminous Adra has sent the Valian Trading Company into a frenzy. Their expeditions grow too bold, and their officers too greedy. Worse, their rapid expansion attracts pirates and threatens the outlying Huana tribes. This risks souring the Kahanga royals against all foreign involvement. But you can curtail their growth.
So this isn't about the welfare of the Deadfire, this is about them outpacing you.
By snapping up land we need to grow food and build ships for our people? Indeed. But our interests and Deadfire's are not mutually exclusive. The Valians have sent an expedition to Pococahara.
Yeah.
A storm-wrecked island believed to house a vein of Luminous.
Us too, as a matter of fact.
I hear you accomplished an incredible feat in restoring the Luminous Adra near Port Mage.
Well, I don't want to lie, it was incredible.
If your abilities allow you to do that, then perhaps you are also capable of the opposite.
You want me to deluminize it?
Find the Luminous Adra at Pococahara. Render it unusable to the Valians. This should encourage them to develop the resources they have, rather than reaching for more.
Didn't you just say that you didn't want to be playing with Luminous Adra? Oh, I get it. You're going to have me play with it.
Deeply. But if a small sacrifice here will discourage the Valians from further ventures, then it is a worthwhile risk.
Okay, so they're willing to pay me though, so what's this worth to you, quite frankly?
There is no need to be coy. I can see you considering the angles. I respect that.
Good.
Rawatai is a mighty and wealthy nation, and with trouble brewing in the Deadfire, you'll find it useful to have an ally that is both.
Yeah, I agree with that. Alright, very well.
I do not have the precise location of Pococahara, but the tribe on the nearby island of Tikawara could probably help. I suggest starting there.
Alright.
Now, what else can I do for you?
Let's run through some background. So what exactly is the Brass Citadel here? He hesitates, looking at you as if the answer is obvious. Dude, I've been here for like, well, 10 hours, but still.
It's a trading post, of course.
And the trading post is pretty well fortified.
Anything worth building is worth protecting.
That's absolutely true. You seem different from the rest of the Royal Deadfire Company.
How do you mean that?
Well, you're not a soldier. You're hard to read. Oh, come on, you know exactly what I mean. He lowers his head, watching you all the while.
Are you making advances at me?
No.
It's for the best. This would be a most inconvenient time to begin an attachment. How do you mean that?
Well, you're also not a soldier.
Rawatai is composed of many types, but it's true, many here are soldiers and engineers, none of whom are especially diligent about paperwork.
That makes sense.
How do you mean
So also,
that?
you're kind of difficult to read.
It comes from years of practice. It's the only way I've learned to beat Karanui at Hazatoa.
Nice. Alright. Well, that's interesting. I think we just leveled up again. Okay. So, if we take a look at our journal here, we actually have... So we now have 2 quests to go to Pocahara. So that's going to be our next destination for sure. Oh, there's another staircase I didn't even see. Okay, some more things that I probably won't steal. Bunks that also don't work when I try to examine them. Yep, fine, fine, fine. Oh, I found something hidden. I'm going to look at it, but I'm not going to steal it. A ruby, huh? Okay. I'll remember that when we come back to loot this place later. Guns, people, yep. Okay, interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, let's go head back outside now. Oh, here it is. Okay, I just didn't see it. Okay, back outside. So this is a pretty small zone, so let's rifle through it super quick here, and then I think we'll have a good collection of quests to move on from there.
Some of these fights we've been in.
So let's go to... Oh, hello, you have a name.
Do the same for any of us.
Come to gawk, too. My punishment's over, you know.
She's holding a red-hot cannonball, huh? Why were you holding a red-hot cannonball, exactly? She glances back at you, a look of defiance in her eye.
I punched my captain.
Well, did he deserve it? It's as if the mere mention of the incident takes her back to it. Her face darkens with anger, and a bitter snarl transforms her features.
Though maybe he shouldn't have insulted my aim. Like I don't know the difference between a smooth and rifled bore.
That seems a little drastic.
He asked if I knew where I was pointing my cannons. I told him to bend over in front of one and we'd find out. It escalated from there. Anyway.
That escalated quickly.
I'm not reporting back to Wakoyo, that's for sure. I crewed on mercenary ships before this. Come to think of it, that suited me better. Still a scramble root at heart, I guess. But I'm plenty experienced. Maybe I'll see if anyone's looking for an expert cannoneer.
I'm looking for an expert cannoneer. She looks you up and down, considering your offer.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I only crew with captains I know. Either personally or by reputation.
Fair enough.
I'm sure you're capable, but I don't know enough about you. Yet. Let's talk again when you've made a name for yourself.
Okay, we'll try to remember you.
Don't tell, but I try
Alright,
harder
let's
for
take a look at
ones
the
I
Fleet
like
Master's
better.
office. Not just for looting. Settle down. Okay. Guards. There's a lot of guards here. An interesting box. Okay. Also locked. Okay. Wakoyo.
Clear skies, my friend.
Wakoyo crosses his arms and tips his head to the side. A long scar traces a path down his face, curving sharply where his cheek rises with a smile. Hello.
The boats of our decorated armada have orders which spread them thinly across the archipelago. Rawatai finds itself in need of a privateer.
That sounds like me.
Your ship, unmoored from Deadfire politics, is an asset I would grasp with both hands. An arrangement can help us both. You will empty the seas of competition in exchange for profit.
So... privateering, huh? You're not afraid this will start a war?
An official reckoning is drafted to account for every cannonball shot in the name of Rawatai. Our paperwork is most thorough.
Huh.
For every ship sunk, there is a legal justification. Our enemies will know the war is started on the day we fail to turn in our paperwork.
Ha! So, who do you want me to kill?
A Scylla wave skipper is your first target. A pirate shirking any pretense of lawful conduct in the open seas.
Sure, if I find her, I'll kill her.
Most excellent. A Scylla commands the Voyager River Dragon, which pesters a group of islands to the southwest of Port Mage.
Okay. I have some questions first, though.
Ask away, my privateer. I would not have you take to the water uninformed.
Oh, no more questions. Alright. Sounds good.
Consider it done.
I'm not allowed to poke at his stuff. And yeah, examining seems to be broken. That's mildly annoying. Okay, let's go find some more people to talk to.
I ship out with some soft
Peddler, huh?
Grunt.
Let's see if she's anything interesting for sale.
I've got all sorts of goods and supplies. Take a look before you head back out.
So why are you working here?
Because I'm from Rawatai. Or to be more specific, my ancestral home's been part of the Empire for decades. Few generations now.
Oh, and how'd that happen?
The usual way, I guess. Their soldiers beat ours.
Ha! So what's it like living under their rule?
I don't know. I never known anything else. We've got the Rawataians' fancy new irrigation canals now, and the roads have gotten better. The ones leading into Takoa, anyhow. Funny thing is, the further you go on them, the nicer everything gets, and the more it all looks like this.
Yep, that doesn't surprise me.
That's a better subject.
So, what do you got for sale?
Take a look.
Let's see here. Wow, this is fairly expensive stuff. I could buy some potions, actually. Oops, how do I get rid of you? What do these do? We could buy a few. Sure, that's fine. Scrolls, flintlock, lockpick, stuff like that. Sure, let's just buy that for the moment. That's fine. Still figuring things out here. So we found the docks, we've got a powder house, a sacred stair, and a gunsmithy. Oh, officer's lounge. Let's go check this out. We're not officers, but they shouldn't mind. Alright.
Oh, it's winter until suddenly she's not.
Meet her eye when you've got bad news.
Oh, you're not real interesting.
She respects that.
Service resumed. Yep. Okay, so I could buy things, but...
If this is about the Hazatoa tournament, I've got nothing to do with that, alright? I just serve the drinks.
Okay, what? What?
Some of the soldiers and sailors get to making unwise bets when they play. Like I said, I keep out of it.
Good call.
None of the regulars are looking for new opponents, though, if that's what you're asking. All the better for you, trust me.
So, random person, I'm deeply interested in your background. Why do you work here?
They always pay on time. They're run by the Ronganui, so they should, right?
Sure.
Also, I'm from a town near Takoa. Rautai's full of all kinds of kith, not just Amawa. But the Amawa have a long history at sea. They make up a lot of sailors and soldiers, including most of the ones that ended up here.
Alright, what do you have for sale?
Sorry, I'm really only supposed to sell to captains working for the Royal Deadfire Company.
Alright, well, we'll be back. Okay, so I think we've got the gunsmith and then the powder house, right? Let's just double check this quick. Gunsmithy and the powder house. Let's actually go poke at the powder house first. That sounds more interesting, doesn't it? Everyone likes explosives, and if you don't, honestly, what are you doing watching this?
I'm sorry, but this area is strictly off limits.
Can I just look around inside?
Sorry, my orders come from the Hazanui herself.
So what is this place?
Private property of the Royal Deadfire Company, that's what.
Alright. So clearly I need to run some quests for them first. That's fine. I don't mind. It will mesh nicely with our other quests. Gunsmith. Shouldn't be stealing.
Not a problem.
Meticulous diagrams, yep. Udo and a couple randos. Okay, Udo, hi. The man greets you with arms crossed over his chest. He has a massive scar tissue where his left eye would be, and his hands are knotted with bulging tendons.
Looking for a pistol or an arquebus? Rawatai makes the finest guns in Aora, and I make the finest guns in Rawatai.
Oh, why so?
Craftsmanship.
He holds out his knotted hands, keeping them entirely still as he speaks to you. They're covered in small burns and scars that blur the varied pigmentation of his skin.
If you ask my superiors at Imperial Command, they'll tell you our main exports are saltpeter and metal. Those are just things. They're prized because of what we do with them.
He reaches under the counter and presents a blunderbuss, holding it up for your inspection with his ever-steady hands. It's a high-quality piece.
Rawataian industry is about discipline, precision, mastery of a careful art. Those qualities guide all that we build.
Okay. What do you have for sale? Ooh. Okay, that's pretty cool. A lot of this is outside of our price range. Okay, so we can get gunpowder, stun bombs, we can get cannons here. Hey, these are really cheap. Let's buy 20. For no particular reason. Worm tongue, huh? Oh, these are cannons. Oh, cool. Oh, neat. Okay, we'll remember this. Because I think we need more cannons. Okay. Just to kind of fill our ship out. Ah, cool. Yeah, we'll probably come back over here. I think I only have 2 cannons, and I would like to get 2 more. I don't think I can afford 2 more at the moment because I blew all my money on something stupid. Now, this said docks over here. I wonder if I'll be able to just dock here with my, boat. My ship. My astonishing, amazing ship. Okay, folks. You know what? I think that we have explored this entire city. I think it's finally happened. We've been everywhere. This is astonishing. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we're getting in this boat, and we're going places, and we're probably going to kill them and take their stuff. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.